Hi friends, welcome back to my channel today for another Plan With Me video. I am so excited to share this one with you guys. This is a little spoiler alert. You can see all of the beautiful spreads here, the daily spreads, the weekly spread before I get into it. So here's a little sneak peek, but I'm so excited to share this. And if this is your first time joining me, hi, my name is Cassie and I go by Sweet Like Honey Plans here on YouTube as well as over on Instagram. So feel free to pop over there and give me a follow if you'd like to see more of this kind of content. But I do share other videos on here as well. I have Plan With Me, Shop With Me's, hauls, all of my mystery kit reveals, all kinds of fun things. So hopefully you will enjoy this video and stick around for more. Feel free to scroll around my videos and see if there's something else that you like as well. But let's go ahead and dive into this. If you do like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. So for this journal with me, I'm going to start calling it journal with me because I feel like it's not really a memory spread, although I'm putting my memories in here. I don't know, you guys. I'm going to call it a journal with me. Anyway, for this video, I am using the Simple Paper Co. This was her September mystery kit. So I am subscribed to her monthly kits and I get mine on washi paper. There are different options for paper types, but everything that I'm doing in this one is on washi paper. And if you're interested in seeing this kit in more detail and just, hearing my thoughts on it, I do have a video up on my channel of me opening that when I got the mystery kit. So feel free to check that video out if you want more information on the actual kit itself. But I'm just going to share what I am doing with the stickers and then a little bit about my week that I am journaling, which is the week of August 26th. Through, when does this one go through? September 1st, I think. Yes, September 1st. So funny enough, the last Plan With Me, Journal With Me that I posted on here was actually another Simple Paper Co. kit. So I didn't do that on purpose. I think I ended up filming this one kind of in part because if you can see, my nails actually match the kit and they were supposed to be like a deeper berry color and it just didn't come out the color that it looked like in the little swatch book. So I was like, oh, they match this kit that I'm getting ready to do. And so I was like, perfect, I will film this one because my nails match. So it made me feel a little bit better about the fact that my nails did not come out the color that I was expecting. But yeah, anyway, I like deeper colors on my nails in the fall and this just isn't like quite as deep. And I did like a chrome over it. So I don't know. Anyway, that was kind of why I chose to film this one. Totally silly reason maybe, but I don't know. Let me know if you do film stuff. Like, do you try to match your nails to what you're doing? Like, I used to try to do that all the time, but then I kind of got away from that. So I don't know. Anyway, okay, so let's talk about this sticker kit. Simple Paper Co. I truly love her mystery. I don't think she has other collections in her shop that are like the same format as this, but her mystery format is perfect for the way that I plan in this planner. So this planner, in case every time I post a video, I get asked the question of what this is. So let me just tell you what the planner is. This is a Nisha Fernando Designs B6 planner. This is her journey planner. And she does have her 2025 ones up. I think she's fulfilled all her pre-orders, so she does still have some left in the shop. So if you are interested in this particular B6 planner, you can go to Nisha Fernando Designs and shop and get a planner. She has, I think, 3 different cover colors now. She had this pretty like pink, maybe she called it linen, I don't know, it's like a light pink and then a black, and then now this year she has like a camel color. I love that color. So if you're interested in a B6, maybe you haven't bought your planners for next year yet. I know I sure haven't. They are in her shop. So I think I have a video. I'll have to double check. I'll put it on the screen here. I think I have a video where I walked through this planner when I got it last year or early this year as far as her format. This is a like all your weeklies or your weeklies are up front. You have all your months and then all your weeks and then all your days. I'm finding that that's not my preferred way of having the layout in my planner. So that is like the only reason I haven't picked up another one for next year, because I would prefer to have like the month. So if it's like this is August, I would prefer to have like all of my August and then have my weeks and my days together. So like the month up front and then week daily. I just like the way that works for me a little bit better than them all being chunked apart. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. But this is an absolutely gorgeous planner. I love it. There's a meal planner in here as well. There's a goal tracker. There's like all kinds of stuff. So If you're interested in the planner, there's a little blurb about that. And now I've missed a whole page of showing you or talking through what I did. So on that first page there, and you can kind of see me flipping through here and like what I'm doing right now. I do try to look at the stickers that I have and figure out, I generally want like 1 or 2 larger deco or box type of things on each page. And that could be a mixture of like the floral with like a swatch or box, if you want to call it. Or like some of the stamps. It could be, a combination of things, but I kind of like to look at it and have somewhat of a plan so that I don't like overdo it on one page. Sorry, my camera is like really struggling to focus there. Ooh, I'm sorry if you were seeing that. When I edit these, I'm like watching it, but I always fast forward it so I don't notice it as much until I'm sitting here watching it while I'm talking. Anyway, so I do try to like make sure that I don't run out of the deco that I need. But I feel like with this format, it's really easy to have all of what I need. So on the first pages there, I was kind of figuring out like, a couple of the like pictures. I also like to make the pictures like, okay, so for example, in this kit, there's the picture that I chose for Monday. The swatch is like the girl in her boots in the apples, which looks like she's outside. And then the other swatch I chose for the other page is a barn that's outside. So both of those are outside, whereas you'll see when we get to it, but some of the other ones have like all of the baking elements, and I tried to keep those together because that made sense for those to be on the same page. So I do try to like think through what boxes I have and what's cohesive with each other, and make sure that I don't run out of the bigger boxes. And again, with this format, I feel like it's really easy to not run out of them. Like I generally have 1 or 2 scenes left over because she just gives us so many great scenes. So yeah, Monday, I'm sorry, I already went past it, but Monday I did pull in like one of the bigger florals with some terrible washi that's like in a wood grain behind the floral and behind the apples. And then I brought in an alcohol ink swatch as well. And then in the beginning, you saw I had some, like a Sadie Stickers torn paper, like corner that I also brought in. And then I don't know if I brought in foil deco yet. I wasn't really looking, but I do have foil deco on there. So I guess I can come back to what I did in there. So I can talk through what I'm doing right now, and then we'll come back to it. So what's on the screen right now, the stamps. I decided I wanted to do kind of like a playful vertical. I looked back, if you saw a little bit ago, I looked back to see when I did that because I had done something similar but only on one page before, where I kind of had like the boxes like tilted and kind of like dancing down the page. So I wanted to make sure it wasn't like, okay, you just did that 2 weeks ago and now you're doing it again. I like to have some similarity in my spreads, but like not be repetitive week after week. So it had been a little while, so I felt like, okay, I can do this now. And then I did it on both sides instead of just one side. So I think of the stamps in this kit and all the other kits that have the postage stamp kind of deco or boxes, I try to think of them like full boxes. Like if I had these as full boxes, how would I put these in my planner? So I struggled at first to figure out what to do with stamps, and I probably shared this in my last plan with me. But now that I think about them as a full box, it's a lot easier for my brain to go, okay, here's how I would use this to decorate, versus it just being like this tiny little box of deco that I don't know what to do with. So these are the little corners that I'm bringing in, some of my favorites. I talked about these in my last plan with me. These are from Pandabird Design. I do have a code with her shop if you're interested in picking any of those up. My code is Cassie15, and I do have a freebie. Just put that in there if you want to grab my freebie as well. But these are amazing, her little corners. So she's got a few different designs in these, and I should message her. I would love some more designs on these because I just think, see, there's my second sheet because I ran out of the smaller ones. So the smallest size on these sheets tend to be the best for these little small stamps. There are larger stamps in the Simple Paper Co kits and in other kits. And so like the medium and larger sizes might be better for that, or just obviously for memory spreads and other things. But I've been pulling them into my journal so much, and I'm obsessed with them. If you can't tell, because I'm pretty sure I gushed about them in the last one. So yeah, I use those just to add a little bit of foil touch to the stamps because I felt like it just kind of brought them to life more. And then on the edges, I did use Papertrail Plans. It is their like torn paper and then their torn gingham. So those strips are already torn for you. And I just put those down kind of as like a border, and then used a washi strip, like a foiled washi strip. That I believe is the Pretty Pink Co. And I felt like the leafy pattern on that was just like delicate and worked really well with the other leafy elements in this kit. So I pulled that in to give it a little bit of foil and sparkle on there. And then in the bottom, I feel like the bottoms needed something. So I brought in that terrible washi paper again. That's from Bloom Paper Studio with the wood grain. I love that so much. I definitely need to go back and pick more up from her shop, because I feel like, especially now that I'm doing more like fall spreads, I'm going through that so fast, but it's just like delicate and perfect, and adds just like the like, I already said perfect, but basically the like perfect touch of shine behind things. So I did add that in to the bottom right corner and put a flower in there. And then I did the same thing in the bottom left. I think I'm trying to like, there you go, now you can see it. I do apologize. Some of this video, I'm like out of frame when I'm doing the bottom, and I'm so sorry. I did skip through some of it on one of these pages coming up because you couldn't see anything I was doing. So it was kind of pointless in keeping that footage in there. So I'm sorry. I will do better at like double checking. Sometimes I just like get on a roll and I don't check it. Okay, these are some of my favorites too. These are from, were those Pandabird Design? I think those are the Pandabird Design Gathered Layers. What do they call them? I'm so sorry. It's escaping me at the moment, but it's like their plaid. There's plaid, there's the OG plaid, and then there's like the other plaid. And I love bringing those in, you guys. I'm telling you, all these little Pandabird Design accents, they're like my favorite thing to add in here. But that plaid was perfect because I feel like it brings in like the fall feel of this kit, because this kit is like, the colors aren't a traditional fall color, really, like with like purple and green, but the apples and stuff feels fall. So I felt like adding the plaid in really kind of elevated that. So there we go. All right, now we are on to Friday. Is that Friday? Let's see. Yep, Friday. And then this is one of the other things with the Nisha Fernando planner. When you're in the middle of the week and a new month starts, there's like a blank page. So I have Friday has a full page, and then there's a full blank page just basically indicating that September is going to start. And then it goes into the Saturday and Sunday on the very next page. So I have not, this happened when I did a Dash of Sun one as well back in August, I think it was, July into August. And I didn't know what to do. I still haven't decorated that page. But doing this one kind of gave me an idea. Like, she always has these gorgeous calendars with a month on them. And I was like, this is the perfect place to use that. So I can just put the whole September calendar there and make it really pretty. So I didn't make this really very functional. I do have like 4 different spots. It ended up, once you'll see where I get to all this, but I basically have 4 spots. So I think I might put some highlights in there or something, but I'll figure out what I'm going to write in there. But I did leave some space for me to write in for the month. But I just had fun with like putting down the stickers and making it pretty. So again, there's that terrible washi paper with the wood grain. I feel like if I didn't have that in this spread, it wouldn't be what it is. I don't know. Let me know if you agree. But I feel like that, and then this gingham, also from Bloom Paper Studio, this terrible gingham washi paper, that color matched so well that I feel like it really just like brought this kit to life between the wood grain washi paper and then the gingham paper. I feel like both of those really just brought the colors out in this. So I'm so glad that I had both of those and that they matched so well. Yeah, Bloom Paper Studio doesn't have a PR team anymore. I was on her team, but she doesn't have a team anymore. So I don't have a discount code or anything for Bloom Paper Studio, but definitely still go get some. She has that gingham in like every color known to man. So if you want any gingham that might match a kit, like definitely check her out. She has a whole wide range of colors. But yeah, I felt like that was just such a great addition. So I brought in that gingham and then put in each corner just one of the larger apple deco pieces from the kit. And then I did want to bring in some of the florals as well. I just, again, really wanted to decorate this page and just make it really pretty, bring in all these beautiful purple colors and just make it really fun to look at. So I brought in both of those, and then I left a piece of that up because I knew I wanted to add an alcohol ink. So the alcohol ink swatches that I brought in, that one is from the Pretty Pink Co. So before I start any spread, just to give you an insight into my process, I do go through all of my alcohol ink swatches, my gingham, if I'm going to bring gingham in, my lace, if I'm going to bring lace in, and then just other terrible washi paper, like color washes, and then all my foil. So I go through all of those and pull out what I think I might want to use or what matches that kit. So that way when I'm actually doing it, I'm not digging through all my binders and all my drawers and everything trying to figure out what matches. So just a little insight. So that was the monthly page. Really love how that page came out. It's one of my favorites. And then on the other page next to it, this is where I decided to do like the whole baking theme. That was one of like, I don't know, one of the things I really loved about this collection was the baking part of this. You've got like the apples, outdoor barn type of stuff. And then you have like, okay, now we're going to bake things with the apple stuff. So I thought that was really fun to bring in. So I brought in the big scene, and then I'm going to bring in some deco. I suppose I should talk about my actual plans for this week if y'all want to even hear what's going on in my life. I haven't even looked at my notes, you guys. I have like notes here that I'm going to put in here and write all of this stuff in. But since I've been behind, I've just been writing on like paper and sticky notes, and then I will put it in the planner. Lisa from Journalesque was joking, her and actually Sharon from the Paper Studio, about hashtag never the pen. And I was like, yes, that is my planner. Like, I'm getting to the point where I've got my stickers in there, but hashtag never the pen. I'm never writing it. I always am worried I'm going to like mess it up when I write in there. So I don't know. I need to get over that. So Monday was the 26th of August, and I'm just looking through here. I had lost my sunglasses. You guys have a note in here. I lost my, I have these Versace sunglasses that I won at my job. We had like a contest and our office won, and so our owner brought in a bunch of like high-end prizes we got to choose from. And y'all, I have never bought a pair of nice sunglasses in my life. Like I'll like $20 Target pair, like that's good for me because I just throw them in my purse. I'm not, as much as I'm super organized with everything else, I just have never really like paid attention to that stuff. So I had this really nice pair of, or no, these ones are my Ray-Bans. I also won those from a different thing. These are my Ray-Bans. My Versace ones were not the ones I lost. Anyway, I lost the Ray-Bans and I could not find them. And I was so sad that I lost my sunglasses. And then on Monday I found them. They were like hiding in between my seat. And the case that my Ray-Bans go in is almost the same color as the seats in my car. So I couldn't see it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sad that I lost these. And maybe like even more sad because they were free. Like I didn't have to buy them. So I don't know, but I found them. I was so happy. And then Monday, after I got, work was like crazy, like usual. But when I got home, I chatted on Instagram with Danny from Danny with a Planny, which actually I'm using her freebie right now on the screen. So her freebie from the Pretty Pink Co., I actually used like 1.5 of them on this spread. And I love how it like just added the perfect leaves on here. Her freebie is in traditional gold, and the other things I was using were in light gold. And I didn't realize that at the time, but it's okay. I still love her freebie, and I love how all the leaves on there really just made that kind of pop and look more fall. So that was Monday. Let's see. I did put a YouTube video up that day too. It looks like I put actually my Simple Paper Co., probably the August mystery up. And then what am I working on now? Saturday and Sunday. Okay, we're getting towards the end, so I better hurry up and tell you all my week. So Tuesday, I was a little bit late to work. And I had to do like FaceTime for our morning huddle. So that was fun. But usually it takes me 10 minutes to get to work, and it literally took me over 20 minutes because there was crazy traffic. But overall, I had a pretty good day, and I had to go get my son from football, and he was having a really rough day. So we had a good talk, had like some one-on-one time, but and I messaged his coach because this was during football, and he just, he's a teenage boy, and life is hard for teenage boys sometimes. So after I got him home, I did finish up some work at home, and then filmed another Simple Paper Co. Video, and then some Papertrail Plans for like my haul video I was working on, and then chatted with people on Instagram, and then journaled while I was watching Sadie Sticker's YouTube video, and my daughter kept FaceTiming me, so that was my Tuesday. She was away at college and just FaceTiming me every single day. Okay, do I want to talk about plans for a minute here? I mean, y'all can see what I'm doing, right? These are all things from the kit, and then I did bring in other foil deco. So Wednesday, let's see. Wednesday, it looks like was a crazy day for me at work. There was like call outs at different offices, and then somebody at my office. There was just lots of chaos, it looks like, for my Wednesday. And then I FaceTimed with my daughter again. Told you, she FaceTimes me all the time. And then went and picked up my son. So yeah, and again, message with Danny. It looks like I'm just writing that in here all the time, messaging with Danny. And then Thursday was just another exhausting day, it looks like. I did get to go to one of our other offices and help like interview for a new position. So yeah, just lots of crazy work stuff. I did watch Blacklist. I haven't watched Blacklist in forever. Let me know what your guys' favorite shows are. I haven't watched Blacklist in like a long time, but I watched Blacklist that night, so that was kind of fun. And then Fridays, like I usually try to have that be my admin day for work because I am still in two roles and I do not get to do my job, my actual like office manager duties a lot of times during the week with everything else I'm dealing with. So Fridays I try to like work from home and really have focus time because I don't get interrupted quite as much when I'm at home from work people. So I was working at home and, just trying to get stuff done. And then also did a lot of housework, it looks like, in my list here afterwards. So had a good day. It looks like overall got a lot done. So that was really nice. And then we actually left for New York that night. I totally forgot. This was the weekend we went up to New York to help move my son back because he moved back down here to North Carolina. So we went up and got all his stuff, and then he moved here a couple weeks later. So the weekend was really just a lot of like going up, being with family, visiting family members. We went to church up there and then came back home. So we got to meet my sister-in-law's little puppy, Ronan. He's so stinking cute. So that was really fun to get to meet her dog while we were up there, her little puppy, my little puppy nephew, it's a boy. So yeah, it was a really good weekend. And then, yeah, that was pretty much it as far as our plan. So I'll talk through a little bit more of what I'm doing here. So with the weekly, like I said, these are like in the beginning of the planner. So all the weeks are together. But I usually, when I'm going through and doing my spreads, I try to make sure I keep enough smaller deco because you can kind of see I had like a couple of the bigger swatches left, and that does take up a lot of space. I really love how it came out, but I feel like it's definitely more of a challenge when I have like the bigger deco to bring into these spreads. So I did bring in a couple of the bigger swatches. Luckily, they still like went together. It was like the apples with apple cider donuts, still had a pie. So it was kind of like the baking theme, but also not like, overly baking. I don't know. But I really love how that came out. I did bring in the little gingham swatches from the kit. You can see me using more of that wood grain terrible washi because I think I used the entire sheet on this spread. It was just so good. And I'm pretty sure I forgot to order more when I just put my order in with her. So I'm definitely have to go back and get more. But you can kind of see me there just like adding more of that in. It just gives like a nice little like foil addition to the page. I don't know. I'm running out of words to say about that. But I'm a little bit obsessed with it. Okay, y'all know that already. And then on the top, so it's always tricky to me to add in things for the top because you need like small deco. So luckily there were some small florals in this kit. So I pulled in some of the small florals and some of the small leaves. And then there was some like smaller apple deco as well. And then a lot of the leaf deco that I pulled in, that was from... Let's see if I show it. It's either Sadie Stickers or the Pretty Pink Co. with like the leaves that are kind of like crinkled and look like they're like falling leaves, I guess. But I did try to bring in some more of those to tie that into what the daily spreads are. And this is where like having the weeks up front feels a little bit different to me because it's not like I'm flipping from this week into the spread that's all the same things. So in some ways it's fun because you're flipping through the week and you can see like week after week the different kits that you used. Yeah, it's the Pretty Pink Co. Yeah, Pretty Pink Co. is where those leaves are from. But in other ways, it's like I would like for my week to then go into the dailies that match it. Let me know what you prefer. Do you prefer weeks into days, or do you like all your weeks together and then all your days together? I'm just curious. I really need to do some looking into all the different planners that are available. I haven't done anything for my lineup, but I think I would really like to have one that has my week and then my days and see how that goes for me next year. So keep you posted. I'm sure I'll do a video on what my stack ends up being, but I don't know yet what that's going to be. I just know from my memory planning, I want to do B6 rings next year and get a Dear Emie cover. So, and then get the inserts from Sadie Stickers. So that's what I do know, but that's all I got so far. So I'll keep you all updated. That was just a little like piece of like tape or whatever from the kit, and I just cut it in half to make it like so I could put it on both pages. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I actually put in So these little blank dots, I love using these to kind of add like a mood board type of effect. And then I realized, as I'm doing this right here, that I could use the little date dots. I've never used these on my weeklies from any of the kits I've used, but I feel like I want to go back and like put them in now because I thought it was really cute the way that that came out. And then it added a little bit more color to that top there. So maybe I'll go back and add some to my other spreads too. But that's everything for the weekly. And then I think I was just going to show you guys like each page. Yeah, I was just flipping through. I always go through at the end to see, like, do I need to add anything else? Oh, and this is, I did add something else. So I really wanted to use that cute kitty and doggy, and I didn't know where to put them. So I was trying to, I thought I would use them in the weekly, and I didn't. So sometimes if I save things and I can't use it in the weekly and like make it make sense, then I will go back to the daily and try to figure out where I can fit them. So I did go back and put in the little kitty and doggy on these pages because there was a lot of room. I feel like I have plenty of room to write and then still have the little kitty and doggy in there. So I didn't bring the cat in though, actually. I brought in the blanket because I didn't want to like overdo it with the animals. So I brought in the little blanket with a book instead. Added more of those Pandabird Design little like plaid things. Added in some more leaves from Danny's freebie. I basically used almost 2 whole freebies of Danny's from the Pretty Pinko, but I regret nothing. So here is just a little flip through. I kind of slowed this down so you guys could see each section here. And I'm really happy with how it came out. Let me know what day is your favorite. Which, yeah, I always have like a favorite day. I think my favorite day in this one, or like my favorite spread, was probably Monday and Tuesday. But I don't know, that Friday in September I really love too with all the baking stuff on the end there. And I'm so sorry I didn't catch that on the film there. I apologize. But yeah, and then Saturday and Sunday were also really good. I don't know. This is like one of my top spreads. Like I really, really love how this came out. So let me know what your favorite day was. And then here's all my leftovers from the kit. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. See you guys next time. Bye.